Save it for the pod, Stevie.
I've been saving a lot for the pod.
Damn. What you mean by that?
Well, welcome to Movie Club first and foremost.
Oh.
Where the set changes every week, but
No.
my opinion on Princess Mononoke stays the same.
What's that?
Princess Mononoke?
Yeah, what's your opinion on that?
It's the best Miyazaki film.
Facts.
One of my top
Facts.
5 movies.
Big facts.
Big facts.
But no, the set changed again, but we are here for good now, I think.
I think we're in our Charizard form.
Yeah, it might change. Like, it might have some things. I had an idea.
Might get a Mega Evolution.
I want to get, like, a little shelf over there. Oh, shit. And then, like, a little shelf over here. And then I figure we could put our top 5 movies.
Oh, that's
get,
nice.
Like the DVDs. Like, you got to figure out your top 5, your official top 5.
I've been working on it because on Letterboxd, on your profile, you show your top 4. And so I had to think about it, what I wanted my top 4 to show. So I was working on it. It is tough, especially when I start to remember like older movies or newer movies.
Yeah, 4 is even harder. Like the fact that they only give you 4 is fucked up.
Yeah.
Whoop.
We're good. We're good. We made it
Beep.
past like a minute or so.
Beep. I'll beep it out.
It was funny. I was going back and listening to some older Movie Club episodes for research purposes.
A lot of.
I was listening to the Her episode.
Yeah.
And there was like so many funny like little things. Like at the end of it, I said, and follow us at stevienl.com. And you were like, no. And then I also did like a movie club, like voiceover thing at the end.
And we probably didn't even have the little like.
We didn't have the song yet,
Yeah.
but it sounded like the song. It just like
Wow.
wasn't the song yet.
Wow. Did you take that for the beat?
I think maybe that's where I got the, you know what I'm saying, the idea to make the beat like that. It was a crazy episode. It was crazy hearing us talk about AI like almost 2 years ago. And like where the discussion is now.
Wow. That would be interesting.
It was a little time capsule for sure.
That would be interesting. But yeah, welcome to Movie Club. It's episode 97.
Wow.
We at 97?
I think so.
Damn. I think we got to look at the camera more, Stevie. I think since we have a camera, well, I mean, you don't got to stare at it like that. But at least forward more.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, yeah, anyway, 97, man. How are you doing, man? It's been 97 episodes, but...
Dude, doing good. Big chillin'. Just doing my thing. Watching the economy crash. Living through the Big Short sequel.
Yo, I'm pissed, right? All right, let me just get into
Let's get into it.
Things. So you, like, people put money into, like, like, investment firms and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then those people, like, invest it, like, into stocks, right?
Yeah, and bonds and other things like that.
Yeah. So, like, but you put your money into people, right? And you, like, expect shit to be good. But then it's like when the economy goes down, like, yo, shit ain't good no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well,
like, I had a bunch of money and now I don't.
Well, it might go back up. It'll likely go back up one day.
Yeah, but that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's very fucked up. And it's fucked up that, like,
Because I would have been smarter with that shit. I was trying to take that shit out when I had it, when I was up.
it might go back up. You never know.
I know, but...
It's hard. It's
But I'm
all
like,
about the
what's-
long-term game.
What's to stop me, like, from running, you know what I mean, like, that money into Robinhood?
You could.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It almost feels no different.
Yeah. I think it's crazy watching this giant bank, Silicon Valley Bank, close. Because it's going to mean, like, a lot of startups use this bank as, like, they get money and they put their, like, their burn money in it. And that's what they live off of. And, like, so everyone is probably only going to get $250,000 back. And this bank, one of, like, the head of the banks was part of Lehman Brothers. And if you remember, Lehman Brothers was, like, the bank that crashed in 2008. And so it's, like, all these people going to be, like, having risky, they're playing with other people's monies, taking risks. And people assume because it's a bank that it's safe. And then they get screwed over and hope that people bail them out. Meanwhile, the people whose like businesses are really getting messed up, and the people who work for them, they're getting screwed over. There's some corrupt people out there. Not us, not here, not on the Movie Club.
I wish we had a good video editor. I want like that to go on, and we have that just like sound very daunting. You're like all this shit, and then it just zooms in on me, like fading away, and it's just like and then it's just like bomb explodes. Like, I wish we had money for a video editor,
Maybe one day.
or I could just do it.
Maybe someone watching will do it for us.
Yeah.
As a
If
Christmas
you're out there
present.
and you want to work for Movie Club, let us know. We need help. We need help.
We need a lot of help.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Corey?
I am good. Yeah, I'm good. It was my first off day in like hell those. I mean, I have like Sundays off, but it doesn't ever feel like it because I'm always editing the pod and shit like that. Even though I slacked last week and just did the main video, but yeah, it's good. I was off today. Yeah,
Nice.
got to chill.
Been a nice little rainy Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm like low, after moving and shit, I'm like a little low on money, so I'm like I had to like lay low, couldn't really go out and do nothing.
Fair.
But tomorrow I'm gonna go make a little bit of money, work on my off day and yeah.
Flex on these people.
Yeah, I guess.
Stacking our paper over here.
Yeah. So, have you heard the new Haji single?
Boy, have I.
Boy, have you? I haven't.
Yeah.
Boy, have you. Alright, I'm gonna play this shit. Let's see what's up, man. Welcome to Movie Club. We back.
Bro,
This feels like
I wanna have this as a sound.
This feels like a good follow-up to the one that I like kind of found out about him from.
The one where he's getting thrown with tomatoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he's done like one or two since then, but
Give me a fucking break, buddy. Oh shit. Go again.
you think he gonna block us on YouTube for using this?
I hope so.
Well, let's test it out. Let's
We
see.
need to start some feuds, you know?
Let's see.
Why you name drop talking all pompous? No, I didn't see that post, I'm on me. Got me wishing I can go out like John Wick in this room. These 5 chicks on shrooms, TV on silent with cartoons. We was popping dialect, it was cool.
Yeah, this hard as hell. I love this shit.
What'd you say?
I said this hard as hell. I love this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's some of my favorite of his verses. And the hook is just undeniable.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Bro, so
Whoops.
he dropped that shit on International Women's Day. This tweet I thought was hilarious.
He dropped it on International Women's Day.
Yeah. Wait, whenever the song's on, I'll read the tweet.
I mean,
Haji tweeted, I dropped a song saying, boy, shut your ass up on International Women's Day because I believe it's our time as men to sit our asses down and listen. I was like, that's a good way to say that.
yeah, nice cover there, Haji.
It's a really honest hook, because sometimes, boy, you just need to shut your ass up.
Yeah. I know he really captured, I that's why I say this is a good follow-up to that one, but he captured, like, I don't know, not to sound too nerdy, but there's just perspective in that perspective of just kind of like, I don't know, kind of like,
Calm down.
no, but just kind of like bitching at yourself. I feel like is like a funny perspective. Not funny, but it's like an interesting perspective to write from when you're like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's better like, I don't know. I feel like it's so easy for people to like make music in the perspective of like talking to other people, and like, or like criticizing other people when it's like,
He might be a little bit there,
Yeah.
but like, I think he does a good job. That first
Yeah.
verse is you should listen to it again.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It was just the first version. But
Yeah, but I think it works in that way too.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes you do just gotta shut up, man. But not us. If we shut up right now, the power would be down in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's our job not to shut up. But I would love that sound just to play for any terrible
Boy,
take.
shut your ass. Yeah, he needs to send us that one.
Oh, shout out Haji.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, shout out Haji. So that shit's dope. Another banger, but
Another
yeah.
banger. It's cool seeing people release bangers. Bro, so I gotta ask, after the Now showing, did you end up going back and rewatching Creed? Any of the Creed 1 or 2?
Yeah, I did watch the first one, but not for real, and I didn't finish it.
Okay. What'd you think of the first half of it, or however much you watched?
I watched probably a little bit more than the first half, and I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I just got busy and I cut it off, and
I think it's one of those that's better, when you have your time. You know what I'm saying? I think it was good that you cut it off.
yeah, I cut it off because I wanted to watch it. I didn't want to just like let it play through and me just be like half watch it. So yeah, but yeah, it didn't. I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, I will say, yeah, I didn't rush home and need to watch the Creed series after that.
Yeah,
But I want to.
I did. I went back and I was like, I gotta watch one. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to watch that night.
Yeah.
And it was on my mind.
That's exactly what happened to me too. I couldn't figure out what to watch. So I was like, all right, let me watch Creed 1.
I felt instantly bad for my spreading misinformation about some of the plot points.
Yeah.
But it was cool to go back and revisit it.
I wonder, has anyone? I don't even seen. I wonder, like, I saw that one was getting a little bit more plays than our normal shit. So I was
Yeah.
like, that's kind of tight. But then I was wondering, I'm like, are we gonna have some fucking more haters under the comments?
I love haters in the comments. If you're a hater, put one in the comments for me.
I saw the one person came back and saw the thing that they were like, you deleted it.
Yeah, I saw
And
that
I was
too.
like, you made it weird, bro. Like, what the fuck? I was like, they tried to make it sound so weird. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh, but yeah, fuck
go
the
check
haters.
out.
Yeah,
Go check out our Now showing on Creed 3 if you haven't.
yeah.
I still think it's solid. It was cool later on to see some of the reference shots from Dragon Ball that was used.
Really?
Like that punch that they both punch each other at the same time. That's a Dragon Ball shot.
Okay.
And like when he gut punches him, that's a Dragon Ball shot too. Which I love that they were using those references.
Yeah.
I think they're both going to be handing out an award tomorrow at the Oscars. Which I love that they're putting them together.
So the Oscars are tomorrow.
Oscars are tomorrow, and people are sort of anticipating an Everything Everywhere sweep.
Yeah, I saw something about it's like the most awarded show or like a movie. Something
It's been in a
already?
minute, yeah. Most nominated, I think, maybe.
Holy shit.
But they're favorites in a lot of categories. The one that I'm pulling for, and it right now is projected to be an upset if it happens, is Brendan Fraser winning.
Winning what?
Best Actor. I'd like to see him beat out Austin Butler, personally.
Yeah, he better be awesome, Bo.
Yeah. It's kind of funny seeing like the projection polls, because it's like 60% Austin Butler, or maybe like 55, and then like 35% Brendan Fraser, and then like 5% the rest of the people.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't mind going to the Oscars being like a 5% person, and you're just like, I just got to enjoy my night. I know I'm not going to win.
Yeah.
I don't even have to get my hopes up.
Yeah.
I'm nominated out there.
Well, I don't think those nights are very fun to just attend. I think those are.
I don't know. It depends.
I think they're a little bit more weirder, and like you don't even get to eat. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
Have you seen the pictures of like one? Oh man, what's his name? The guy from Everything Everywhere. I always forget his name. Do you know what I'm talking about? The dad.
yeah.
Why can't I think of his name?
Yeah, I don't know his name. The dude from the Goonies.
But every time he's at an award show, he's always just like posting tons and tons and tons of selfies.
Really?
Just like with every celebrity that he can find.
Hell yeah, that's
trying to
lit.
find his Instagram page for you. But I'll find it some other time. But he's always just like running up to everybody he could think of and being like, "Oh my gosh!" Like it's like, see, look, Anne Hathaway,
Lit. That's
Channing
funny.
Tatum.
Yeah.
Some of the people are so happy to be with Miley. You know what I mean? I love that. That's cool energy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great.
But I'll be excited to see how it turns out either way. I think the Oscars are like any award show are like fun, and like fun to get people excited about movies, but like they're not the most important.
So wait, you don't want to pull up a list and do a little predictions?
Oh, I'm here for that. I'm
Let's
here for
do
that.
it.
I didn't know if we had already done that. No, we did that with the Grammys, didn't we?
That's what I'm saying. We do that with a lot of things, but I don't remember. I figured we didn't do it for this. I know we've probably talked about some of the things, like...
Bro, let's do this. Maybe.
I know we've probably talked about some of the nominations when it came out, but I don't think we full on.
All right. Best Picture. Do you want me to go through the categories or the ones that are nominated?
Yeah, here, let me pull up a list, too, just so I can read it.
I'll just start reading it off for the
yeah.
listeners. Top Gun Maverick, Women Talking, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Banshees of Inisherin, Triangle of Sadness, The Fabelmans, All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, Elvis, Tar. I still have yet to see All Quiet on the Western Front. Sometimes I just don't want to really watch war movies. Like I think I kind of get them.
I feel you.
I still haven't seen Women Talking, but I just watched Triangle of Sadness.
Is that good?
It was kind of like trying to be Parasite. It wanted to be Parasite, but it came off as like Don't Look Up. If that makes sense, like just kind of like being too forceful with the imagery.
Okay.
But it wasn't terrible.
What if Top Gun wins? I'm not even gonna say that's what I want to win as a joke, but what if Top Gun wins?
That would be interesting
What
for
does
sure.
that mean for the? What does that mean for Hollywood?
It means they got to turn up their box office turnouts. They want to win an Oscar.
Yeah, everything will be cool. I still haven't seen The Fabelmans, but I am excited to see that.
I think I'd be happy with either of those two.
I've seen Tar. I don't think Tar is gonna win this.
No, it's a great movie. I'm
Yeah, I mean,
happy
we
that
watched
it's
Tar.
nominated.
I'm just saying I haven't seen many of these, so that's the only reason I said I saw Tar. But Avatar, I mean, that's not gonna win.
No, it's kind of funny that's even nominated.
Yeah.
The Fabelmans or Banshees, or not Banshees, everything. But I did love Banshees.
You think The Fabelmans has a big shot?
Maybe.
Interesting.
I'm going Everything Everywhere though.
You think Elvis has a shot at all?
For actor, not for best.
For
movie.
Best Picture.
Yeah, not for Best Picture.
All right, so then we got.
Best actor.
Yeah.
Kind of already talked about it, but I
Yeah.
think Brandon Fraser should win it.
Nobody else has gotten. They've all gotten five. They're all 5%ers.
Yeah, I think Colin Farrell did great too in The Banshees of Inisherin, but I think it should be Brandon Fraser.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going Brendan Fraser on that one.
Best actress. This one's going to be a close one, but I think between Michelle
I was gonna say Kate could take this one. I want to be upset.
Yeoh, I can't pronounce things.
Yeah.
Or Kate Blanchett. I wouldn't be mad if Kate Blanchett won, but I think Michelle deserves it.
Yeah. I could see Kate Blanchett winning it, but yeah, I mean.
I love Kate Blanchett. She was just in a video for the Sparks. I don't know if you know who the Sparks Brothers are.
No.
They're this like weird sort of indie band, and they have been for like 40 years. They're independent, and she just like danced in their video. It was kind of funny.
You think Rihanna's gonna win the original song one?
That'd be tight. She'd be getting closer to EGOT.
Mm.
Best international feature film. I'm gonna guess that it'll be Argentina in 1985 to win it.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those.
Best original score or song,
Yeah, that was the.
bro. Let's.
There's Lady Gaga in there as well. I don't know what song that is.
I think I would like the.
Was that from Top Gun?
Yeah, Hold My Hand is from Top Gun. Yeah, that one has a chance. She won't be there because she's filming Joker. Lift Me Up would be great. I was a good song.
She
I like
won't
that
be there
song.
because she's not winning.
Yeah, and because she's filming Joker. And Not To. I think that one's from RRR, right? Yeah, that one I would love to see win because RRR didn't get nominated.
Best animated feature.
This one's hard. I've heard great things about The Last Wish.
Is Puss in Boots on streaming?
Now it is. It's on Peacock. No, maybe not the first one, but the third one is now.
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see. I heard the new one's good though, right?
I've heard it goes like the first is really good, the second might be dip in quality, but the third one's amazing.
Yeah. I'm about to
But
watch that shit.
I'm pulling for Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
You liked it?
I loved
You
it.
liked it like that?
You know, sometimes there are these movies that are just so pure and full of life and like what it means to be alive and to be a human, and I think that was one of them.
Yeah, that should win it. Pinocchio's not winning it. I've heard bad things about that.
I fucking love that Pinocchio, but I understand it not winning. I mostly love Del Toro's like push
Wait,
through
that's
this-
a Netflix one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. I heard bad
Yeah,
things
yeah,
about
wait. There's
Yeah.
three Pinocchios came out last year. There was
Okay.
a Disney one that was mid. There was the Del Toro one, which was incredible, had a great cast, and a weird take on it. And then there was that one that was like, I want to be a real boy. Or like, father. Wasn't that you were talking about?
No.
I think we played it on
Yeah.
the club before,
But
but
actually, I think I kind of did, but I don't remember it enough. Best
but
supporting. Oh.
Del Toro's been going on this sort of through this Oscar award season, just being like, animation is like its own art form. It isn't like a subgenre of like film, if that makes sense. Like it's
Yeah.
not meant for like things to be animated then taken to live action. Like it's an art form in itself. It's
Yeah,
like
they
its
should
own-
do animation awards, like a big one. There should be like
yeah.
a major one. Like they need like
It's kind of crazy that there aren't more categories for animation, like
Yeah.
best like animator.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And like, and then they could do like the best movie, best, you know what I mean, best,
Yeah, and then you
Even
could even
album
you could even
cover or
do
some
like
shit, like-
visual effects categories.
Yeah.
because that's animation too in a lot of ways.
Yeah, they should do like, oh my god.
Marvel's one step away from being an animated movie.
Yeah. All right,
best supporting actress.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's a really hard category. Angela Bassett obviously was great
Yeah.
in Black Panther. Carrie Condon was amazing in The Banshee of
You got
Inisherin.
two everything.
Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie Hugh.
I don't know if Jamie should win it though.
I don't know if she ever has one, which would be cool. And her performance
Yeah.
was really good.
Yeah, but
But
I
I would love to see Stephanie take it. here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would rather her win it over Jamie, to be honest. Even though I mean Jamie does deserve one, but also I haven't seen The Whale, but this is just a guess. But I could see The Whale being such a good movie that this performance might. Have you seen The Whale yet?
I have not.
Okay.
It's one of those movies that it's on my list. It hasn't been on a streaming service yet, which I've been noticing that most of them have been coming to it, so I've just been waiting for that. I feel like The Whale is, from what I'm getting, is like one of those movies that the story might not be all the way there, but the acting and
That's
the
what I'm saying.
performances are like incredible.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what intrigues me about her. Like, I'm literally just guessing that she has a good role, but if she's nominated for a supporting actress for this movie, like, that means she's got a hell of a role in it.
Yeah.
And I could just see that movie just being a good chance for her, like, especially up supporting with Brendan Fraser in that movie. Like,
I could see that too. This best supporting actress might be one of the closest, I think, to
yeah.
any of the categories you've seen. Live action short films, I don't think I've seen any of these, but I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say The Red Suitcase should win it. I don't
I'm
know.
not even going to say.
Best
I'm going to go with
director.
Night Ride then, if that's the case.
All right, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
This is a debated one at the movie club.
You want
Predictions.
Let's bet next week's pick on it.
I'm down.
Let's do it. All right. And then if we both lose, we make a tweet.
Yeah. If we lose the audience picks,
Yeah,
or
if we
Twitter
both-
picks,
Yeah, if we both lose, we make a tweet. I'll make a YouTube post too.
we'll get it.
All right,
I'll
best
make a
director.
TikTok. Best director. This one's a close one too. The Daniels. That'd be crazy if they won. I would love to see them win.
Yeah.
But honestly, for me, I want to see Steven Spielberg take this one.
Wait. The Daniels are nominated separately?
Yeah, I think it lists them separate, but if they won, they'd win together, obviously.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
going to say that's kind of funny.
I just don't think they know how to list it.
Yeah.
Or we're looking at Google at least. But I'd love to see Spielberg win it. It's kind of crazy that someone so late in his career could put out a movie so personal and intimate, and like reflecting on like, his
Yeah.
life. I don't know. It was very, very cool to see, and a very I don't know, just embraced the love of cinema and film in a really refreshing way, while also just being like a coming of age film and not too like snotty about film. It was very like DIY, like this is why we love the movies, but also like
Yeah, I'm
this is what
excited
it means to
see
be like a person growing up and accepting like, I don't know, like the adults in your lives are humans. But who would you want?
for director. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with the Daniels just for like the underdog. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I think they would win. I haven't seen Banshees.
I loved Banshees.
I mean, Tar like is shot so cool and like that. I'm not even mad if that like wins the best director. Like that.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was well directed.
Yeah.
Another kind of tough category.
Yeah. That one is a little tough. Yeah. I'm happy either way though. But I mean, if you said Triangle of Sadness isn't that good, then
It's not like it's terrible. It was just like probably where we landed it on Don't Look Up, if that makes sense.
yeah. I mean, I like Don't Look Up. You know, it's good. But I'm not nominating it for Best Director. But
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Like it was a good movie, but it didn't like
Yeah.
change my life.
Yeah.
Best Supporting Actor. This one feels pretty-
Banshee's in here twice again too.
Yeah.
Barry
Barry.
and
Barry's
Brendan
great. in it.
Gleeson
And Brendan Gleeson's it.
and
Great. in
Judd Hirsch. I wonder if he's related to Emil Hirsch.
it. Maybe.
Brian Tyree. That's who I want to win, of course.
Didn't see Causeway.
But then you got homie from the Goonies.
You do. I would love to see Ki-Hu Kwan.
Yeah.
I feel so bad if I'm mispronouncing things.
Yeah.
But I would love to see him win. I think that would be awesome.
Him and Brendan Fraser are like the dopest like comeback stories of Hollywood. Him more than Brendan Fraser, but I mean Brendan Fraser of course too. But
Judd Hirsch is actually pretty interesting too, because he broke the award for longest years between nominations.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's funny.
and it was a really good performance in The Fabelmans too.
But then I love Brian Tyree so much, and then Barry, I want to see him in more.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like Brian Tyree and in the Best Actor category. Oh my gosh, Paul Mescal. Why was I blanking on that? Like both of them getting nominated for this is, I feel like, the nod that's been not needed but deserved.
yeah,
From both of them.
yeah.
And I hope that it leads to them like getting.
I mean,
to
same
do
with Barry
more.
too. Yeah,
The same with Barry, but I hope it leads to them getting to do more of the roles that like mean most to them.
yeah,
Because I think they're all like extremely talented actors. But I like I said, I'm pulling for Everything Everywhere.
yeah,
I would just love to see that speech.
yeah.
Best documentary feature. I
I haven't seen any of these.
don't think I've seen any of
Can't say.
these. I think it should be Marcella Shaw with shoes on.
Oh, Fire of Love. I love the design of that. I saw that.
Yeah, I keep seeing that on Hulu. Maybe one of the streaming services. I keep seeing it
was
pop
Hulu.
up for.
It was Hulu.
It looks sick.
Yeah, the design of it looks so sick. The font of it looks sick. It looks very cool. It's like a National Geographic thing, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna go with Fire of Love.
Best adapted screenplay.
Yeah. Best. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Glass Onion on this one. I mean, I don't know what The Woman Talking is or All Quiet.
How is Top Gun Maverick an adapted screenplay? Is it like adapted off of the first movie?
I mean, I think they're I think they're talking about like which one was like. I think this is just like saying like which one do you think had the best like screenplay?
No,
You-
because there's a best screenplay. I think it is like if it's like based on, because I think Glass Onions is probably adapted from the first Glass Onion. Like it's a sequel. And that might, because All Quiet on the Western Front's a book. I think Women Talking is a book.
Okay.
I'm pulling for Glass Onion here.
Yeah.
Look into a glass onion. I read All Quiet on the Western Front. That's part of the
Best
reason I don't want to.
documentary short subject. Interesting.
I'm gonna go with the Marshall. Oh, how do you measure a year is something that I like time. So I might go with that one. I've never seen it.
I'm just not. Yeah, I can't even.
Martha Mitchell Effect has a great title though. Stranger at the
Okay.
Gate's a good title too. The Elephant Whisperers. Ooh.
Best original screenplay.
I gotta go Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've only seen Tar, and yeah, I'll go with everything.
I mean, like I love The Fabelmans too, and Tar was crazy, and Banshees, broke my heart, but Everything Everywhere broke my heart and then brought it back together even stronger than before.
Best visual effects. We gotta go with Black Panther on this one, right?
Maybe I kind of want to see the Batman win it. Let's go Batman!
True. True.
True.
I'm a DC person, but Black Panther. I mean, I just want to. I mean, I guess Marvel kind of deserves it a little bit,
Yeah,
but not really because it's still Marvel. They're
I think I
fine.
would just want it to not be All Quiet or Top Gun, even though
Yeah.
Top Gun was crazy on the visual side. Like,
I was gonna say, and everything. I mean, to be honest, like,
yeah, even though that's not nominated.
oh, it's not on there.
Nope.
Holy shit.
I'm hoping for Wakanda or the Batman.
It's gonna be Avatar. Avatar's definitely winning that.
Well, I'm pulling for the Batman.
Avatar's definitely winning that. I don't want Avatar to win, but of course Avatar's gonna win that.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the visual effects were crazy.
I haven't seen any of the animated short films.
My Year of Dicks. That's what I'm gonna say. Actually, an ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it. That's what I'm picking.
Yeah.
That's a crazy name. That's probably longer
Sure.
than the whole movie. Best original score.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a hard one. Everything Everywhere was a great score, but The Fablemans is classic.
This is where you get all the off like TV shit. It's getting into.
I'm going the Banshee of Inisherin on the score.
Yeah, I don't know.
Best cinematography. It seems like everything was nominated for that.
No, just 5 things. Not even everything everywhere.
Really? Wait, for which one are you? Oh, I'm mixing categories. No, I'm not. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. What are you going for best cinematography? Wait, score. Did you say score?
I don't know.
This is where we just got to start picking them.
Everything.
I go Banshees. Best cinematography.
Tar.
Yeah, I'm going Tar. Best makeup. I'm going the Batman.
The
because
Batman again, yeah.
Colin Farrell on that was crazy. Like,
Yeah,
you didn't even know it was
yeah.
Colin Farrell. Costume design. Let's go.
Elvis. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going Black Panther.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't-
with you there. Best film editing.
Everything
Tar.
Everywhere.
Oh. I don't even see it, but.
Production design.
Avatar.
Avatar.
Yeah.
Best sound.
Top Gun Maverick, baby.
Yeah, I'll go Top Gun Maverick
Yeah,
on
we got to
sound.
give it that one on the end.
Bus. Airplanes.
Yeah. That shit sounded sick. That shit made me feel like I was in a jet the first time I saw it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, at one point I got to go, I was like, I did this like Boeing, like internship-ish program, and I got to sit in one of their like real simulators. It was crazy. It was like this giant dome room, and I was really flying the plane. I crashed it pretty quick.
My mom used to work at an airport, so I've gotten to be in like some pretty crazy shit
That's wild.
before. Like, it was in like Springfield, Illinois, so it was like a small airport. So it was like, you know, I don't know, even up in like the little crazy area where they're like can see the air, you know, the whole air radar for miles, you know what I mean? And it's like dark, and they're like trained to like just sitting there for fucking 16 hours at a time. you
Wow.
know?
That's wild. Airplanes are kind of crazy.
Yeah, they are. You see that video, that helicopter that crashed? I know it's like old, but it's like these people like
And
flying
he's
on a
like,
helicopter.
yo,
Yeah,
yo, yo,
the
yo,
dude-
yo. And they all survive.
Yeah.
That's the
Isn't
craziest
that
part.
crazy? Yeah, that video is so fucked.
That also just like helicopters freak me out a little bit. Like, I know they're probably fine and safe, but as far as air travel, they kind of make me nervous.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was just a stupid incident, but holy shit.
Yeah.
What a stupid incident.
Truly, what a stupid incident.
What happened on Abbott this week?
It was great. We had
It was a good episode. I keep on like forgetting them every time now. I hate this.
we had Janine's sister in town.
Yeah.
We got some Janine background.
Yeah.
Oh man, we had maybe one of my favorite janitor moments of all time.
Yeah, what did he do with the hat?
He won
had
the basketball. He won the basketball tickets, and then at the basketball game, they were like, "We got a quiz for you. Like, what's your name?" And he's like, "Mr. Johnson." And then he's like, "All right, Mr. Johnson, if you can name 10 cleaning products
Yeah.
in a minute, you get." They just-
They gave him $1,000, and then they also were like, "Oh, and they gave me a $50 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings."
They don't even watch him answer. They just close it in anger. They're like, "Oh, of course you won this."
Yeah,
Because they were trying to get teacher
it was
appreciation.
teacher appreciation, and they said the most they ever got was a $50 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings, and then this year it was the tickets to the Sixers or
Yeah.
whatever.
And I think my favorite moment, and this was just, have you ever played Catan?
No.
It's like the classic like board game that's not Monopoly that a lot of people play.
Settlers of Catan.
Yeah, it's like kind of not. I wouldn't call it nerdy or anything, but like past that point are like the cooler and more nerdy niche games. Like it's the most broad played
It reminds me of the game that Adam Scott invented in Parks and Recs.
Yes, exactly. But when
Cones of Dunshire.
Cones of Dunshire, that looks like a fun game, to be honest. But oh my gosh, it's not Jeffrey. Gregory on point. They were like
Jeffrey.
talking
You
about
can't
game
remember
night.
the dude's
I always
name.
call him Jeffrey, and it's Gregory. When they were talking about what game they're gonna play, and Gregory was just like, "Nah, fucking Catan." I just like laughed.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I get that. That was a good one. I think that was a good cast for Janine's sister too.
Yeah.
I really like that actress.
Yeah, she came to town and she was just trying to leave. And Janine's so funny about her sister. She's so weird.
Yeah. But I get that too. I got both of their sides.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta leave a situation, but then sometimes you feel like you've been left in the situation. That was a solid episode. I like that. I feel like they're picking on what's his name less, and I like that.
Jacob?
Yeah, but like he's still like a goofy nerdy dude.
Jacob's still like my favorite on the episode,
Yeah.
or on the show. Like, I don't know.
When he made those cookies and then what's her name ended up trying them and liked him. Like that's like their relationship with Jacob in a nutshell.
Yeah.
It's like they're annoyed by him, but in the end they understand that he's
Yeah.
great. He's nice to have around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost over. It's getting close.
That's
I
true.
think there's 2 more episodes.
That's true. At least there's more seasons to come, you know?
Yeah.
Not like other shows that have confirmed or sort of hinted at that it really is going to be the end.
What?
Ted Lasso.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
It's a mixed feeling.
I want a movie.
It's a mixed feeling.
I want a movie.
A movie
I know
would
it
be
sounds
great.
weird, and I know it won't happen, but I think it'd be really cool for them to do 3 seasons in a movie. Like, I think that'd be one for them to figure out how to do a movie.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Bill Lawrence do a movie even, too, you know, like,
Yeah, Shrinking's been great.
yeah.
Is that Bill Lawrence?
Yeah, that's Bill Lawrence as
It's
well,
been-
too.
it's
Yeah,
really
that's what I'm
good.
saying. It's crazy to think that he's got, like, Ted Lasso and Shrinking, you know what I mean? Like,
Honestly, 2 of the better Apple TV shows, in my opinion.
yeah, he's had, like, hit shows since, like, the 90s.
That's
like,
wild.
Like, he had one with Michael J. Fox.
Really?
Like, yeah, whatever his sitcom was in the 90s, like
Oh, I kind of remember that.
yeah, it's like working in like a ad agency or some shit too. It was like an office.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he had that one, then he had Scrubs, then he had Cougar Town.
I remember Cougar Town.
He did fucking Cougar Town.
I remember Cougar Town.
He's probably done other shows too,
Look,
because that whole
Cougar Town is iconic just in general because of how much it gets referenced in Community.
Yeah, well,
And
that's
that
a
in
whole-
itself, it existing just for that is beautiful.
I realize though with Community there is like a sweet spot with it for sure. Like that's not like an iconic show all the way through.
It's hard because like like some shows they don't even have one iconic season,
Yeah.
but like seasons 1 through and I'll put 4 are great.
yeah.
and
1
then,
through
like,
3 are gold.
1 through 3 are perfect. 4 has some misses,
Yeah.
and then like 5 and 6 there are some episodes that like return to glory,
Yeah.
but then there are some episodes where you're just like, what is happening?
yeah.
Like what is going on?
And yeah, and it's plenty of good in it, and even the bad episodes have good moments, you know, and it's still a good show. But yeah, it's like it does just have its really like its sweet spot.
Did you
know?
see what Donald Glover said this week?
Who?
Donald Glover.
No.
He was like, yeah, this one guy said Chevy Chase said like this guy was like one of the best TV comedy writers of all time, and what he said to me was, and he like pauses, and then like everyone laughs, and then like he goes on, but like implying because like it was coming out this week in like news reports that he had like used racial slurs with Donald Glover on set.
Wait, I'm confused about all this. Hold on. Wait, what? I gotta read this or like hear it.
Let me try to find
He said it like
Let me try to find it really quick.
he like said it in an article. Or he tweeted it.
He said it in an article, or it came out in an article interview, but then at a press conference. Twitter's all kind of messed
Wait,
up right
he's
now.
talking at a press conference right now?
Yeah, he was at this like press conference-y thing.
On SNL and came up with the Weekend Update with Chevy Chase. And Chevy Chase once called Herb one of the funniest writers working in television. And Chevy Chase once called me.
Okay.
You know what? This is about Paul.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Okay.
Donald Glover is a genius, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, so Chevy Chase not on the movie, I guess.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah. But in like some ways, in the earlier seasons when everything was clicking, he represented like boomer humor in a way that like balanced out with like the woke humor of Britta and like
Yeah.
the middle humor of Jeff.
No, it is perfect. You know what I mean? And like that's like funny because like it's crazy because like you know even though early on like it is like Chevy likes Jeff so much that he like tries to like be cool with him, but like most of the time it's them hating each other, and I'm like it's kind of written into the like. You know what I mean? It's written into the characters like who these people are a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
And like it represents so many different little, I don't know, you have like your nerd, your cool guy, your cool girl, your nerdy girl, religious mom, racist grandpa. And it
yeah.
all kind of blends together.
Yeah.
And your gay dean.
Great show. Gay Dean.
Yeah.
He's in that 90s show.
Huh?
He's
Is he?
in that 90s show.
That's nice. I like him. I like him a
Yeah.
lot. There is an episode later on that they like, to Jolene, they like write a song and it's like, Gay Dean, Gay Dean. That's one of the weirder later episodes though.
Gay Dean.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But dude, I think you would really like Shrinking if you get the chance to check it out.
Yeah, is it, so I just heard, I was listening to Jason Segel on Conan today, and he was talking about how it's like basically he tells like people like the things like the therapists aren't supposed to do. Like,
Yeah.
you should do this. Like
Yeah.
I even joke with my therapist sometimes. I'm like, I know you can't tell me like anything, but like, what should I do? Like, you know.
Yeah. It's like he like starts to have like he's been checked out and like numb for like a year, and then I'm like as he's starting to like get his life back together, he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna cut the BS with these people.
It's funny.
It's like
I know it's deep. I know it's got to be deep somewhat, right?
yeah, but it doesn't go that deep, if that makes sense.
So it's more funny than deep.
Yeah, it's more like
Cool.
good buddy relationship kind of stuff too.
Cool.
And it's fun to see Harrison Ford be like kind of tough, but like a therapist, and so he's like
He's a therapist. in
Yeah,
it?
he's like the head of the
Okay. The
branch or whatever.
yeah.
I don't know what they call him.
yeah.
Office.
Yeah.
And there's two other main therapists, and the rest are like them. But it's a
Anybody
good one.
else in it?
Jason Segel, the Scrubs. We talked about that. I forget what the actress's name is, but Dr. Cox's wife.
Oh, Krista Miller.
Mm-hmm. And then the Jessica Jones, maybe Jones. Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. That's a Marvel character.
I forget what her name is, but she was in that one movie with the two girls that's like super bad. Booksmart. Nice. She's the teacher in Booksmart. But it's a good show. It makes me excited for Ted Lasso to be back because as soon as that show's over, Ted Lasso will be back.
Wait, that's like
Actually, that's next week.
4 days.
That's next week.
4 days.
Let's go.
That's like 2 days from the pod.
I'm excited for that. That's when I might watch it like midnight.
Yeah.
And then like 6 times.
I might try to do the rewatch if I or not the rewatch but the reaction. If
One
I
of the
can.
stereotypes that I'm happy to like be a part of is like the near 30s and 30s white guy that loves Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of am like out of like the internet enough to like not understand like everything that's made fun of completely, which kind of sucks sometimes. Cause like I remember when I found out Weezer was like a joke, I was like, wait, what happened to Weezer? Like, what did?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I was pissed. I was like, why is Weezer a joke? And no one has a straight answer or why Weezer's a joke. Like,
Yeah.
But apparently Weezer's a joke. But I'm here to say Weezer's not a joke. And neither is Ted Lasso.
Weezer's the real. Ted Lasso is the real.
Yeah, like Ted Lasso is amazing. Ted Lasso is the best feeling a show can give you.
I think it's just like one of those reactions to anything that's like a positive, uplifting thing. It's like, of course you like that positive, uplifting
yeah, but
thing.
I do hate a lot of positive, uplifting shit.
That's true. And Ted Lasso
Right.
isn't totally all the way uplift. You know what I mean? Like,
No, but
there's
it's
ebbs and
like,
flows.
but there is a certain, I think there is like a certain, like whiteness about it that may just like have a more appeal to like white guys like us.
Yeah.
You know, of Ted Lasso being like this like kind of southern like Cause he's like a hick a little bit, but not really.
Yeah.
And that is funny to me. You know who I think is kind of funny now, like who is new to me, but I've heard this name a lot, but now that
Who?
I see videos, I'm like, oh, this person's kind of funny. Theo Vaughn.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that too. I don't know why I didn't just guess it. But yeah.
Look, I joked about it, but I was like that Theo Vaughn, I'm like, I've pictured myself like being like a fake internet character, and Theo Vaughn is who I would have been.
Yeah. I
Like,
get that.
cause like that's the one accent I can do. You know what I mean? Like,
He feels like very authentic, and
Yeah.
like he means well.
yeah, but there's like a great dumbness to it, but it's so smartly dumb.
It like sometimes he just says something, and everyone is so caught off guard by it.
He's on Sunday Conversations. That is
Who's that? Is that
that's the
interview?
thing that Drake did.
Okay. I know
That's
who the guy is.
it's the chicken shop date, but it's the,
I watched clips of that one. That one's hilarious because the guy he like does it. Wait, is he just going on it?
what?
Is he just going on it this Sunday, or you said he'd already been on it?
No, it's called Sunday Conversations,
Okay.
and that dude has a dude in the background eating a sundae.
That's what that
The
guy's
the
there.
big dude, yeah.
I like when that dude called out
Jerry
Drake.
Balls, yeah.
Yeah, he's like Patron wasn't invented by this guy. Drake's like, no, it was. It was. I just love that he fact checks Drake.
Yeah.
But like I love
I love how that dude kind of broke character for that too.
Yeah.
He was like, "No, wait, what?"
Yeah, he's like, we can't like let you say that here. And I got why Drake ended up thinking that the guy invented Patron. But
He was just like an endorser or something.
I think he just was the the endorser for he brought it to Canada and was like the spokesperson for Canada, but it wasn't like his tequila.
But it is like whenever like they say like, "Oh yeah, this rapper's got a tequila," you know, like some people just are like, you know, I mean, I know like some people have invented their own liquors now, but some people were just like, you know, the ambassador for Douce or something. You know, I mean, not
or
saying
like
Jay-Z with that.
you know, like
but,
George Clooney had his thing, and
Yeah,
like
they
Ryan
just-
Reynolds has Avion Gin.
Yeah, but I think some of them do. Like I don't know. I feel
I
like
think
a lot
Ryan
of
Reynolds might have started Avion.
that's what I'm
Gin.
saying. And I know a lot of them, and I'm pretty sure Jay-Z started Douce on
Yeah,
his own.
and that's where it gets confusing.
Yeah,
on, like,
but then there's some people like I'm pretty sure Diddy was like a brand ambassador for
Ciroc.
Ciroc.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, and I think he has like part ownership in it, but not like full on started it. I think it was just kind of like a
helps to popularize it, especially in the
yeah,
States.
I'll give you 30% of it if you promote it in your videos.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, have you watched Welcome to Wrexham yet?
no, I haven't. I've
You-
been watching It's Always Sunny's podcast though.
I see. That's funny because I started watching some of that podcast too because I've started to love Rob so much more as like
Yeah.
just like a person, and out of his Always Sunny character. So I just appreciate seeing more of him.
I like what's his name a lot more as a person now seeing the pod. Charlie.
Yeah, dude, he's great too. He has a really good rom-com with Jenny Slate. Maybe it's Jenny Slate. I think it's Jenny Slate.
Oh yeah.
It's like a classic. Like they're both trying to help each other get back with their exes,
And
and then they realize maybe.
maybe they're meant for each other.
Yeah. But
Sick.
it's funny in Welcome to Wrexham that like Ryan Reynolds will like utilize the show to like promote his gin and his like different like
and he
businesses.
utilizes the podcast to promote Wrexham.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's always has a Wrexham hat and like
That's awesome. It's funny then that way.
Yeah.
But was it? Because like all of them have their like merch have Avion Gin in the back, like all their jackets and stuff.
Could you imagine?
It's a
like,
good show.
Could you imagine though, like if like you were just like an actor, right, and then you like, just like, landed a TV show and then ended up where you are right now. Like, say you acted for the past like 10 years and just like, kind of tunnel vision acted, and then just were like, but still kind of made music, and then we're just like, now I want to like release music and start a podcast, but like, it's like it's so funny thinking about them because they cross promote the fuck out, but I'm like, they probably make so much money off. I mean, of course they do. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
like so easy for them to like get the podcast going, get the TV, like not all that, but it's just so interesting, like.
It's
How
like
they're like they'll shamelessly promote themselves, and it's like I would too, but it's like it's not even gonna help me right now to be like, yo, go stream, blah blah blah. Like,
no, it's,
but
it's genius of them, and like the Wrexham is such a great idea too because it's like they invest in this team, and like the team does better, and then they make a show on it, and like the show is better because the team's doing better. And it's like they're making the money back from the show and putting it into the team. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and they're owners of the team, so if the team does better in real life, they're making money off that. And if the show keeps going, they're making money off that.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like,
And then if they get a good team and they actually understand what the fuck they're doing, they just have like a
and they do like
they have like a full on like that's like a real business.
yes,
Like that's
I
not
think
even.
they have a real chance of getting up to premiere, which is crazy. Because at the start of the show, they're not even like in the league that like Ted Lasso's in. They're like 2 or 3 leagues below that. They're like
All right, I
near-
might watch that show now because that'll be kind of cool to see it like grow.
They and the start of it, like their players are making like a salary of like $30,000 to $40,000 a year, which is interesting to me and kind of cool to like. I don't know. I love when people love stuff and get to do it, even if it's not like making millions of dollars.
Yeah, think about that. Think about like because that's like damn near like what I make. You know what I mean?
That's
To
what
be
I'm saying.
real, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like to where it's like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, at least they're playing soccer, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like would I do what I,
Yeah, I think at the back of the mind too, they're like, this is not forever, which is kind of scary.
Yeah.
That like they should be like a lot of athletes make a lot of money while they can still be an athlete.
Yeah,
then,
and
like,
they're
live
killing
off
their
that.
bodies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
especially like, like, I mean, that's like soccer, or like, but like football players, I mean, I know soccer's intensive
yeah.
too.
I mean, like one of their goalies at one point, it was like, yeah, I've had like 3 concussions recently, and I don't know how many more I could like take realistically.
Crazy.
But that's a good show. It's been a lot of good TV. A lot of good TV upcoming too. I'm really excited for the upcoming TV season.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shit coming. Mario movie, Ted Lasso movie.
Succession.
Scream's out right now. Need to see Scream.
Yeah, I feel like there's about to be like just
What
so
else?
many
Another
movies.
movie came out this week.
Not Dungeons and Dragons yet.
I'm not seeing that.
65 came out.
That
It
I
kinda
heard is
flopped.
really bad. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense why it flopped. It was kind of confusing in general.
Yeah. I think something else came out this weekend.
I know Scream did. It did well too.
Maybe it was just me thinking about Creed 3 popping up last weekend. But there's just a lot of movies.
I saw the Demon Slayer movie.
You saw that?
Yeah, that was tight. Actually, it wasn't tight, but that's a different story. The reason that it wasn't tight is that I didn't know going into it that the movie was actually going to just be the last 2 episodes of the last season that was premiered, and then like 1 new episode that was 40 minutes long. So like I had already seen half the movie, so I'm like sitting there like checking my phone a little bit and not feeling bad because I'm like, we've all already seen this. Like we're all big fans of this.
Shazam is next Friday.
Shazam.
That's what I was thinking of.
Do you see he like posted a video that was like, well, guys, if they want to move on, that's fine. I've told my story. I did what I could with the part.
Zachary Levi?
Yeah.
I mean...
But I've heard this Shazam is awesome from like early reviews.
Really?
I think James Gunn might have shared the review, but essentially like people were saying because there's no backstory needed, it just like gets swinging right off the bat, so there's a lot more action and a lot more fun fights with the whole family.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting that the first trailer they put out looked so boring and uninteresting, and then the second one was like...
Shazam!
The second one was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, in seeing it in theaters, like, it's like, oh, like this looks so much better. Like this, I'm like, because I remember the first time the trailer came out, and I love Shazam. Like, Shazam was, like, I've loved it. Like, and, so when I was so excited for it, so when I first saw the first trailer, I was like, what the hell is this? Like,
Yeah, kind of getting a little nervous.
yeah, I was like, I'm not excited for this at all. Like, this didn't bring me any excitement.
Yeah.
But then the second one looks really good, like the second trailer, and
I'm excited for it.
yeah.
I like won't. It's one of those movies that like I will be happy and like a little bit pleasantly surprised if it's like a great, fantastic movie. But like, if it's like mid, I won't be even mad. I don't know. I'll probably still enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see where DC goes.
Yeah,
James-
I could see them maybe keeping him. Like, they've done Shazam well enough that it's like, and he even said like, oh yeah, Shazam kind of exists in its own world. It doesn't even, I'm like, I think they've done that well enough, but they've also like, there's just been the few little things, like literally just the little like, the wizard's lair had like the little worm guy in the
Yeah.
case. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like the post credit at the end, like, and he's got the little speaker box. Like, that worm guy is so cool. I want him to be used. He's supposed to be a mastermind. I think his name is Mastermind.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
I think you're right.
yeah, and he's like a little tiny worm with a fucking speaker box, and I'm like, I just want him to be like this like
Big villain.
badass villain so bad, and like they set it up for it to where it's like, I hope Shazam 3 is a thing, and I hope that villain is a thing, and
I feel like Shazam 3 will be a thing,
yeah,
but who knows?
and I hope he exists in DCU, and then maybe that villain goes on to like
be a big villain.
just be exist, because I know DC at least like Batman specifically has like a better, I mean, and Spider-Man, but they like keep their villains, you know what I mean,
and
like,
keep growing upon them
yeah, like
as the show and as the stuff goes on.
yeah.
But we'll see. I think James Gunn spoke highly of Shazam too, so
Yeah, hopefully he keeps him. But Zachary Levi posting that makes me nervous.
yeah, I think he's just been going. I don't know. He's had some controversy stuff coming out.
Yeah, he said something about COVID, right?
Yeah. But I think.
But that's not that bad. Like, whatever.
Yeah,
you know
I mean,
what
like a lot
And
of people at this point are like saying a bunch of stuff.
maybe he just can't handle the internet shit. But it's like, yo, just fucking, just
You're a
fucking
rich
deal with
celebrity.
this
Just
shit.
log
move-
off.
Yeah, just log off. Go live your life. Have dinner with the people around you. James Gunn is still talking all right about you. You're good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, it's like a very weird time in that sense, because like even I don't know if you saw Woody Harrelson's SNL speech.
Yeah, I heard something about it, but I heard like that it had outrage and that it really wasn't
But like it
much.
didn't.
Yeah, he really didn't
well,
do
I mean,
anything.
like I feel like it didn't even make that much outrage. You know what I mean? Compared to
Yeah.
like if he would have said that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I think people are just like,
What did he say?
he was like, I read this crazy script, and this pharmaceutical companies they put out a disease and made everybody stay in their house and be scared for a year and wouldn't let anyone leave unless they got their vaccine, and then they could leave safely, but only if they got the vaccine, so that they got paid, and like it's something along those lines. And he was like, but it was a crazy script, right?
I mean, that's kind of funny though, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's not terrible. Like, that's not the worst thing to say, and it's
No.
like built around like sarcasm and a joke to where it's not like,
Yeah, but I think he really believes.
yeah, I
That.
could see that. But also, right? All right, let me just say something. This.
What do you mean by that?
But all right.
Say it.
Think about this. So I heard I heard a radio ad or something. It was like I think it was a radio ad at work, and it was talking about like get your COVID-19 booster shot, and I'm just like, and maybe I'm dumb, but like, like a year and a half ago, like everyone I know, like half the people I knew like wouldn't let you come around them unless you had like identification. You know what I mean? And now nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of that is, like when a vaccine comes out, there's got to be a big push for people to get it.
Yeah.
Because like if you make that big push, you might get 10 extra % of people to get it. But like now there's diminishing returns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
No. I get that. But I like.
and like I think we slowly started to see, I don't know, like what happens when everybody goes out. And I don't know, the long-term effects will like yet to be seen
Yeah.
on stuff, but like I feel like at this point everybody has made their personal choice, and now we go from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's honestly the part that I feel like the people who've gotten vaccinated have calmed down about the people that didn't, but the people that didn't get vaccinated keep like amping up their like being like, told you guys shouldn't have gotten vaccinated.
Yeah.
Like they keep getting louder with that statement, and I'm just like, chill, like
Yeah.
make your choice and like live with it. And like I don't think like I think you're being the person that you think you're fighting against
Yeah.
by being that.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's nothing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with being vaccinated versus like, yeah, like actually like I'm just more on the line of like I just rather would like vaccination seems like a good thing to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that just doesn't seem like a bad thing to me.
Yeah. I do
but-
start getting like I'm like obviously I'll probably if I I get the flu shot every year, so I'll probably get the COVID vaccine with that if that's the time.
Yeah. If
But
they
I've
just
lost
put-
track of like when my last vaccine was.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm getting at is the importance of the booster doesn't. That's the part that makes it seem weird to me. Is that like now that it's like all right, now that like I've got it and the I've gotten like that first booster. Like it seems like I don't have to get the other boosters. You know what I mean? Like no one gives a fuck. You know what I mean? And like. And not that, like, it should be me giving a fuck, I guess, if anything. But it just seems like the world just kind of like grew more like lax with it, obviously. But like everybody, even the people that were like crazy about it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Even the people that were like crazy against it, like to where it just makes me think like, oh, like, yeah, like I don't know. It's like what was it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like part of it is like we're still all trying to process it all.
yeah,
Cause like, I don't know. The last few years have been crazy in a way, especially with like the climate of like how mad we get at each other.
yeah,
But like that's how the flu
Dude.
shot has always worked. You know what I'm saying? For like decades now,
I saw a video
that
and
you get it yearly. You know what I mean? And it's just a part of the thing now.
yeah,
And if you like feel nervous about the flu, you get it. And if you don't, and I think that's what COVID will become.
yeah,
But like I think we're still like the jury's still out on like the long-term effects, which makes me nervous a little bit. But like
yeah.
I don't know, I gotta live my life a little bit.
Yeah, but then it's like, yeah, then it's like also sucks because it's like, you know, people who got the vaccine got COVID. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so it's like,
But maybe they didn't get it as severely or like the long-term effects as
Yeah.
severely. Who knows? Who knows?
true, but either way, it's like still getting it could cause some long term effects. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who knows? You know, I don't know. Like, I guess we'll.
It's one of those things that's like, I just feel so disoriented and confused on.
Yeah.
I kind of wish America was cooler with masks. I'm not very good with masks, but part of that is because I don't know, I feel weird about them. But like, I was watching a streamer like walk around Japan, like Tokyo, and just see how many people were like masked up and like chill with that.
Yeah.
It's like that's cool. Even when I was in France, they were.
I mean, I feel like no one's gonna care if you wear a mask. I
That's
feel
true.
like.
That's true. It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. But I mean, like, no one cares if you wear it inside or anything. They're just not as popular.
Yeah.
When I was in France, they did not like the masks. Mixed reviews on there.
What? Like, if you were walking around outside, do you think they would just like
Yeah, I think so.
weird?
But speaking of weird things and cultural times and how things change and the many colors of life and sounds that are fantastical and magical in many different ways. Should we talk about a movie this week?
Yeah. I guess. I didn't even really watch it all the way, but let's do it.
What do you mean by that?
Give me a fucking break, buddy.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
The Wonderful World of Walt Disney.
Yes. In all of its 1940s glory.
I'm gonna try this.
Wow.
Oh wait, I don't. My headphones won't go very far. God damn it.
Oh, man. If only you were in my seat. It's nice to lean back. That's why I was doing it.
I know, my back's starting to hurt more.
But the movie you watched this week was Fantasia, Corey's pick.
Yeah. I just literally, I had my Fantasia shirt somewhere, and I don't know where it is, because I was going to try to put it on slowly here.
Oh, I thought you were going to wear it.
No, I can't. It's a little too small on me.
It's the perfect size for Sully.
It's probably way too big for him, but... But, yeah, I had the Fantasia shirt, and I looked over, and I saw that, and I was like, Fantasia.
Nice.
Whenever we were trying to decide a movie, and... Yeah, so...
I'm glad we watched it. It was kind of interesting. I knew that there was like because when you picked it, you were like, "Is there any like cultural weirdness with
Yeah.
it?" And I was like, "I don't think so," because it's still on like Disney Plus and stuff. But then when you start the movie, they give you that warning.
Yeah, they give you a nice warning.
But I don't think I think that some of the stuff was edited out, and maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was the one bit we were watching together. And, yeah, we kept waiting for something racist to happen, and it never did.
Because it was cut out in the 60s.
Yeah.
I think.
Which is kind of interesting, thinking about that. You said they cut that out in 69.
Yep.
So that means, like, you know, that back then they knew it was fucked up, which is kind of cool. You know, I know you said you wanted them to, like, you know, like, keep mistakes in just to, like, own up to it. But
I feel like that mistake was clean enough to take out.
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah.
It honestly, it makes it seem even worse how easy it was to take it out. Because it feels like that's how unnecessary it was to put it in the first place.
Well, it was the longest bit too. It was like the rainbow unicorn bit. You know what I mean? And like they were like the horse swan things.
Yeah.
But like,
That sentence out of context just sounds so funny.
Yeah, but it was the longest one that they did, and yet they cut out some of it, and it was like,
Still very long.
yeah, you didn't even notice that like anything got cut out. And
Nah, and so this is the first time I ever watched Fantasia. I know what it was gonna be like, and like I think I've
you've
seen
never
more
seen
I think I've
Fantasia?
seen the 2000. I don't think I saw this one.
Wow.
I've seen clips from it because I like instantly recognized a few different scenes.
They made me watch this in music's class, like when
Really?
I was in like 4th grade.
It was funny watching it because I was like, I've seen a lot of classical, like conductors and composers, like in their names, but I often sometimes will be like, I can't really put it together with music. But this, they were like, this is Johann Sebastian Bach, and I was like, I know that song. And then they were like, this is Tchaikovsky. I can't pronounce the Russian one, and it was Nutcracker, and I was like, I know this song too.
Yeah, Ian was talking about someone named Igor something,
I think
a
that might be it.
composer dude that did like these like type of notes, like these tritones or something that were like forbidden for years or whatever. That like people might like almost get killed over damn near, and like I don't know.
It's kind of nutty that like people were that serious about like the
Notes.
musical notes. And you know what I mean? Now it's like more about the words. But the fact that this movie was made and released in the 40s is incredible.
Yeah, I still don't believe that. It's so
I double checked it. I looked it up again.
made and released in the 40s.
Yeah, 1940. This movie felt like the equivalent of like an Apple presentation, just in the sense that they were like, "This is what we can do with animation. Isn't this nuts?"
Yeah, this feels like an animation showcase. or
Like, are you
something.
ready for the future?
Yeah.
Because like this is it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel like an Apple presentation. Like
Especially because like like it cuts. And maybe it was shown like they do intermission breaks, and they had to like, with how much reel tape they could do, they had to like cut it off for those places because it keeps popping up Fantasia. I don't know how it was
Yeah.
actually premiered, but I imagine when like, if you were sitting there and all you've seen all your life is black and white movies, and that blows your mind.
But also I read that this didn't do well.
Yeah, that would make sense too, because I mean it's not really.
Yeah.
And like the other thing is, it felt like they were trying to appeal to high art people by using these like classical pieces. And like
Well, I don't know.
I feel like they were trying to like show people that it's an art form versus like making like a comedy short like Mickey Mouse thing.
In the 40s, I just don't know. Like they didn't have like.
They had like black and white Mickey Mouse stuff.
No, I'm saying they didn't have much other music. I don't know if it was like.
I think they played the music with it.
No. I'm just saying that like I don't think this was like.
Crazy like this was like you.
No,
were
this is
saying-
all they had, so I don't think this was any like.
I think they had like some other stuff.
Yeah, but I mean not all they had, But I just mean like this was like more universal like than everything. It's not like separated. Like everyone kind of like, you know what I mean? Like people enjoyed a lot more of the same shit.
I don't know. I think you'd be surprised. Because I think that they were definitely popular pieces, but I think that a lot of people would probably go towards like, because top 40s was still a thing. Like Billboard was the thing here during the 40s. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's one of those things where like, I feel like I have a good grasp on like the 60s and the 70s, but I was thinking about this. Like I don't really understand the 50s and the 40s. Like it's hard for me to conceptualize those times.
Yeah, I just feel like my grandparents and stuff like, like appreciate, and even like my teachers that like made me watch this shit like appreciated classical music a lot.
Yeah, and not that they wouldn't. I'm not saying like the people wouldn't appreciate the music. I just think that they were like, let's combine like the highest, like most popular like art form of music with, like to show that the art is at this level. Like you know what I'm saying? Versus like using, like band music or like singer song. You know what I mean? Like they were like, let's show you how classic this is gonna be.
True. Yeah. Okay.
By like tying that
Yeah.
in. But maybe I don't know.
I misread that.
Yeah.
Or misheard that.
I guess I just mean, like they were trying to come out swinging and be like, this isn't just like your $5 like little short that you go watch that like
Yeah.
makes you giggle. Like this can be something crazy. But I
Yeah.
could also see why this didn't do well. Because I mean, like, I don't think I'd like want to go rewatch this in the same way that like maybe I would want to rewatch like Snow White.
Yeah, because it's not a movie. Like I remember the Mickey Mouse, like of course wearing the wizard hat,
Yeah.
Like that's what
Classic.
I remember of Fantasia.
Hmm.
But that's like not a part of this very much.
It's like that one scene.
Yeah, like that's barely part, but that's what I remember of this. So to me, I was thinking like I remember this movie being like I remember the orchestra beginning, I remember it being visual, and then I remember it going into that somehow,
Yeah.
and then like fading out of it, and that's like what I thought it was, and like seeing how it is like a little bit more like simple than I thought it was in my head, like as far as like.
Story.
Oh yeah, well, just the crazy transition between music and animation and
Okay, yeah, yeah.
story. But this is a little bit more. It's just short stories, and it's got a dude talking in between it, and it's got the music in between, and it shows cool shit of the orchestra.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just like now that I'm seeing it, it's like holy fuck, yeah, like this didn't even really have like much of a story at all. Yeah, it's just an animation showcase.
Yeah, it literally was just a dude. He'd show up. He'd be like, and now we have this little story.
Yeah.
And this
But
music to go with it.
He did have funny ones because even like, it was like not. It was before the unicorn one, but it was like the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like, imagine you're in space. He's like, and you're looking down on the Earth.
Yep.
And all you see is blah blah blah. He's like, just picture it, And he's like, and then the animation starts, and it's like, oh wow.
Yeah. It was kind of interesting to see how. I don't know how much our like understanding of like the creation of Earth has changed since then, but they seem like they got it pretty close.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I always thought was funny. I'm like, they're talking about like, you know what I mean? Like they're talking about how like people started out as like fish and shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, isn't that like that's kind of like, isn't that like hard to say back in the day? Like,
Yeah, I was like, wait, how far have we actually come in the last like 100 years?
yeah, I was like, is this the controversial thing they were warning us about? That like, like they didn't want us to like believe that Adam and Eve was the thing.
Or that dinosaurs were real.
Yeah, like exactly. I'm like,
Oh man, but I don't know. Some of the time I was just like, how did they do this in this year? Because like some of the animation is like, even though it's like simple and like you can kind of sense that it's outdated in a way, but like some of it is still, in my opinion, better quality
yeah, no, it's
than like
amazing.
certain animation now.
No, I think even like, to me, it's like, yeah, like I couldn't believe that this was the 40s because it's like I even think that like all their shit that is like iconic. You know what I mean? Even like Snow White, all that stuff. I'm like, that stuff even looks a little bit flat compared to this. This stuff had glow to it. This stuff had haze.
Yeah.
This stuff had a lot of texture to it that was unbelievable. Like they did so much to it. The water in this was amazing every time.
So cool.
Just the flowers floating down, and you see it on the reflection, and then it shows the real flowers hit the water.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, I wasn't even looking at the real flowers. I was
Yeah.
just looking at the reflection the whole time. Like,
And like the sparkles that'll shoot off of things.
yeah.
I don't know. Just the way things move too. It was very impressive. And I think maybe part of that has to do with like them knowing that they're making these animations to music and music alone.
Yeah.
Versus like being like, we have to tell a story that has voice acting, and like we have to make the pacing of that story like make sense.
It is like a music video. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They were doing a music video like style,
But nonetheless, I mean, like I try to like. I feel like your mind had to be blown seeing that in theaters.
Yeah.
Like it's hard for me to like wrap. Maybe I have a bad understanding of like what was available at that time, but this feels like.
No, I don't think there was anything even close to this, and
Yeah, this feels like just like a level.
but that's why
step
half
up.
the people that saw it were probably like mind blown, and the other half were like, "The hell did I just
This
watch?"
isn't art.
Yeah,
Or being
what?
like, this wasn't entertaining.
Like, I didn't even laugh once.
Yeah, I could see it like missing both for like the people who were in it for like an artistic experience, and missing for the people who like were in it for like an entertainment value. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I could feel it missing for both ends if you didn't know what you were getting into, or you didn't know where the world was headed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and also your just point of view of movies is in the 40s is very minimal.
Yeah.
Like no offense or anything, but it's like like what, they don't have like
I gotta look up. I'm looking up just one movie, and I'll get a frame of reference.
Look up the major movies of the 40s.
I just want to know what year Citizen Kane came out in. Okay. Citizen Kane came out in 41.
41, okay.
This came out before Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane's black and white.
And Citizen Kane is kind of an older one.
What year did this come out?
Fantasia?
Yeah.
40.
It came out in 40?
Yeah. 1940. There are definitely some other bigger movies that have come out at this point. But, all right, the first color movie was Wizard of Oz. What year is that? Okay, Wizard of Oz was 39.
Holy shit.
So this is like the first year
Okay, yeah.
that color movies have been out.
But yeah, still, that's like, you can count on like,
I think Wizard of Oz came out and was in color, but not a lot after that.
you can count on both hands, if you're lucky, the amount of good films you've seen up at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's probably if you're lucky. Probably not even one hand.
Yeah, and definitely probably not
Maybe there's
animated.
maybe there's a lot more great films, and maybe there's a lot more shitty films that at least had long structures, like Wizard of Oz and Citizen Kane.
And I know we lost a lot of movies.
True.
From 40, the 20s to the 40s, because of not storing them right.
True.
Which is oh man, kind of crazy to think about.
Wow.
There could have been the
Think
Shakespeare
about if there was
of
some
movies.
shit that came out that was oh, this blows. This makes Citizen Kane look like.
Yeah,
You know what I
or
mean?
a movie that you would have watched, you watched Citizen Kane, and then you watched that movie that came out 10 years before, and you're like, oh my god, they borrowed all these shots from this, and this. But I guess we'll never know. Kanye drop.
Wow.
But I still think at this point in time, there must have only been 5 or 10 movies in color.
Yeah.
That had been a trip in itself.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably a lot more movies than I'm thinking of that were just actual scripted long story,
Yeah.
real
Like I
movie
said,
structures.
It's kind of hard for me to think about the 40s. What was
Yeah.
I guess war was happening.
But there's still only 10 to 20 years of movies even being made at that point, which is not a lot of frame of perspective.
No, not a lot at all.
And people aren't seeing them as vastly as we do now. That's the main thing. Too.
Yeah, no, definitely. I want to look up first feature-length animated movie. No, not emojis.
Yeah, 1940.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was the first one in 1937. And I think this blows that away in terms of animation quality.
Yeah, definitely.
And it might have been re-released later on too to be upgraded, and that's the version we've seen of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Because they're doing that. But I'm glad we watched this. It's kind of crazy to think about where things have gone since then. Now we have Avatar 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But also, I don't get why people don't do drawn animation anymore.
I mean, Miyazaki does.
Miyazaki does. Anime does.
Anime definitely does.
But America does not do that anymore.
Yeah. It kind of drives me crazy because
at least they'll do it on TV shows, like Family Guy and whatnot,
Even that's kind of computer animated though.
Yeah, but even just flat, you know what I mean?
Saying. And one thing that I think part of it is when Pixar came out, it changed the game so much that people are still they were we got to go for the Pixar standard now. And then DreamWorks started following that animation design.
Yeah.
And I think the first movie that really sticks out to me that kind of started to break away from that and explore animation styles was Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
And people were craving that. And then that dropped, people were all over it because it felt different.
You hear there's a Batman response to that
Really?
coming soon?
That's awesome.
I think it's the Batman Beyond.
Oh, that's sick. Batman Beyond is awesome.
Shit, yeah, it's
Using those people.
yeah, using that style, but it's gonna have multiple
Let's
Batmans or
go.
something
Let's go.
and it's a movie.
Really? I think.
Yeah.
Wait, is it gonna be on Amazon? Maybe I did see that.
Yeah, there's something, I don't know.
That's cool. I'm with that. I'm cool with that. But there was sometimes watching it, I was like, man, I've seen this before, and not in the context of Fantasia, just like on the internet or like, I don't know, like in a documentary or something.
All this shit is so familiar. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that like a lot of people probably would have been getting into it that got into animation. That like the animation that we saw, people might have been inspired by this movie to like get into animation.
yeah, I mean, this movie really had to do it. I mean, they made me watch this movie in school. Like, I think I watched this movie a couple times in school, like just in music class. So like, I bet more people just like had to watch this in school, like, you know, or not, I don't know, like, and so it's like even like just that alone gives it like nostalgic feeling to me, or like,
Yeah,
you know, or even just like people just being kids watching Disney stuff. This just being a Disney movie in the VHS collection, you know, like,
yeah. It definitely, I can like, especially 2000, but I can picture the VHS for Fantasia. I think I have the VHS for Fantasia. I think that's also probably why I think that there was going to be more Mickey Mouse in it. I feel like if they made it now, it'd be all Mickey Mouse. And maybe that's not a good thing. I kind of liked that there was just like different random little stories.
I remember being in a Kmart when I was a kid. Do you remember Kmart's?
Of course, yeah.
Remember how they had Little Caesars in the back?
Yes, that's where I remember Little Caesars from.
Yeah, and Little Caesars used to have TVs.
Dude,
And I remember watching Fantasia at Little Caesars in Kmart. And I used to go to Kmart to do my school shopping at the beginning of the year.
Oh,
The
dang.
best time.
The
You know,
best
when you
time,
would go
yeah.
get some fresh clothes.
Get some notebooks.
Yeah, get some tight pens and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and then try to see if you could score something extra, like, you know. But I remember being at Kmart watching Fantasia eating Little Caesars, and
That's lit. Dude, I remember the first time I saw Little Caesars not out in Kmart, and I was like, dang, they make these not in Kmart's?
damn, they coming up.
I was like, dang.
Little Caesars
And they got a
came up.
$5 pizza?
They made it out the mart.
They did. And Kmart did not.
Yeah, look at them now.
Little Caesars.
Watch the Little
flying.
Caesars start having like little Kmart sections.
You could like go in there and they have like an iPad that you can like order off of Kmart. While you're waiting for your hot and ready.
Dude, Kmart's were lit. That's like a very like they had a very distinctive structure too. That was like very different.
Yeah.
It's like you walk in, it's like clothes on the right, Little Caesars in the back.
Yep.
And then it was like the electronics and stuff, and then it was like the housewares on the left.
It was like if Target and Walmart had a baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like it was like kind of similar to Target, a little similar to Walmart.
It was just
but
mid.
It was its own thing.
Walmart is like the low stock, Target's the high end. It was just mid.
It's just mid.
Yeah, Kmart's were shit.
K-mid.
There was that Kmart by my old apartment. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I do.
There was that one for a while.
That was the closest. That was our. I would go. There was a Kmart and a Shop and Save in the same parking lot. Those were our shops. Classic.
There is a Kmart. We're
It's
gonna make
kinda
a
crazy
Netflix
to-
show on the last Kmart.
Yeah, and it'll be amazing on like the last Blockbuster show. It's like kind of interesting to me to think that like when we were born, like Toy Story was coming out. Like that's where movies were at. It's like hard to wrap my head around. Like how far into like the progress movies had already been.
Yeah.
I guess music's even further.
There are no stores within 100 miles of the area code. Holy shit.
Kmart, if you'd like to come back to St. Louis, first start off with us influencing St. Louis to come back. Sponsor us.
I'm gonna start ordering from Kmart online. I'm gonna start supporting them.
It's like the first time you end up supporting them, they like send you something just like completely wrong.
Oh my god. Let's see what hot electronics they
I
have.
thought you were about to click on the rings.
The rings.
There's engagement rings.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. They have a Xbox Series X for $750. Holy shit.
Is that a good deal? It's confusing because they list it as like priced at like
Wait.
$1,300.
Oh my god, they have like third-party sellers on here. They have a they have a refurbished PlayStation 5 right here for $650.
But you don't get it through Kmart. You get it through like a other person.
Wait.
One sec. You keep going.
I thought PlayStations are like really hard to find right now.
I think they still are.
This is like a Yeah, this is a PS5 with a controller, headset, controller grip, game case holder, charging station for your controllers for $630.
I feel like it's one of those deals that's too good to be true, and then when you get it, it's like a PS5 case for a PS4.
Yeah, this like seems like it has to be a scam, right? But like also it's Kmart.
And we
I
trust
mean, no,
Kmart.
never mind. That could easily be a scam if it's a third party.
I feel like there's like this kind of scam thing on
Holy
Walmart
shit.
too.
DVD VCR combo, $260.
That's just kind of like just to see this on a web page is beautiful.
$260.
I feel like VHS DVD players weren't cheap back in the day.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
That's a relic. That's why it's valuable now.
So insane. All right, now it's just
They
dumb
really
shit.
got all their stuff. Do they have
Apple
food?
MacBook.
Oh
See, more PS5s. They got hella PS5s.
man, I feel like that has scam written all over it, but I just don't know what the scam is here.
Okay, it's 2.5 stars.
What did the reviews say? 1 5-star. Does the 1 star even have anything to say?
I ordered a PS5. Came quick, no hassle, no BS. Came in food condition. New, worth it. Was hard to find. Got it here quick. Recommend if you want one.
Oh, let's see what this 1 star says. Crazy. Is that what it says? What do they got to say? What's their 1 star review on the Target website for their PS5s?
He said the price is scalping. The system's only $499. The Cold War game, the charger, the controller case, not worth the extra $500. That means this was $1,000 at one point.
Dang.
This is real.
Dang. I didn't realize the systems were only $500. In my mind, I was thinking they were $800
No, they're only 500. They've just been upped. Like,
because they're so in demand.
this is real. You can get one on Kmart.com. Everybody can get PS5 on Kmart.
Do you have a PS5?
No.
Oh, you might be
Fuck
getting
no,
yours
I
on
don't have a
Kmart.
PS5.
I thought you did. I don't know why.
Why would I have a PS5?
I don't know. You're a gamer.
I know, but there's like almost no need for it. There's like nothing. That's
I
like,
actually, so when I started I'm borrowing a PS4 from my friend Kevin. Shout out Kevin. And I kind of realized that too. I was like, I could play all of these games.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Like pretty much anything. There's a few that I can't at this point, but if I wanted to, there's most of the games that I've missed out on for like the last 5 years. I
There's
could play.
like 3, and they're not. There's like Deathloop is like the only game that I've been interested. That's like a new. I don't know. I mean, there's a few more now, but
That's like the main one.
yeah, and I think that might be like an Xbox only one too. You know. Like,
That might be the case.
yeah, I was just not talking to my mic.
Oh yeah, I think it's part of it. You're new to the freehand. I got a freehand system.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think. Almost 100 years ago, they were barely struggling to get movies made and animation accomplished, and now we're out here with PlayStation 5s and can watch it all, play it all, and do whatever we want from the comfort of our homes.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what the future of media is gonna be like after now that it doesn't seem good that we have like
Everything, anything.
everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah. It's a little overwhelming to consider the possibilities.
Yeah.
It's like I could be gaming, I could be streaming music, I could be watching a TV show, I could be doing it all at once. I could also be doing nothing. I could read a book.
Sometimes I do it all at once.
Yeah,
Sometimes I
I
have
do
a
it all at
fucking
once.
podcast playing, YouTube playing. I'm on my computer on Discord and have Switch next to me. And then sometimes I'm not doing any of it, thinking about which one I should do.
Yeah, I get that. Sometimes I'm like sitting there with like Twitch on. I've got like TikTok on my phone, and I'm trying to figure out what to watch for a movie. And I'm like making a beat too. Like the beat's like playing like mid loop. Like I haven't put on the keys yet. It's just the drums, and I'm like trying to pick a movie, and the Twitch is going, and I'm just like, what movie do I pick? There's so many good movies, and I feel like I've seen them all. And even though I haven't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just scrolling. I'm like, I've seen everything I want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Peyton keep just making like a huge ass list of shit to watch now again too, and I'm like
To
God.
rewatch and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love rewatching movies. I think it's
Yeah.
like I would rather rewatch something that I know is fantastic that I haven't rewatched before than watch something that's gonna be terrible
Yeah.
and like I have a feeling that it's gonna be bad. I feel like I just get sometimes like movies are so good that you get something out of them each time you watch them.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, but there is just I just love that feeling of like being excited, like, oh, this is like the perfect movie, and it kind of like, or this is about to be like the perfect movie for this moment, and then it being it,
Yeah,
like sometimes I'll just stumble across a movie and then I'll watch a trailer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It doesn't happen to me that often anymore. But a good example is just like, I think even like after like Get Out came out and getting into Jordan Peele, I was like looking into him, and then I like saw the Keanu trailer, and I was like, oh, I gotta. Have you ever seen that?
classic
Okay.
with the
good.
kitty.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was about to say, and then I was like, I'm just watching the Keanu trailer after, like, it was like probably the day after Get Out, and I'm just like, what is this movie?
yeah.
I was like, what is going? I was like, what the? I was like, wait, who? No one ever mentioned this movie. I'm like, no one talks about this movie. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, and then I'm like, I can't wait to see this, and then I just throw it on immediately.
And it's
like,
amazing.
But that was also me for like a year with Marvel too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I had a whole year of just being like hyping myself up.
Can you
like,
believe this?
Yeah,
Captain America 2, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and then it's funny because then there were certain ones like Captain America was like late for me. You know, like Doctor Strange was late for me. There were certain ones that I didn't like, and then eventually I did like.
Grew to
too.
love them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange, I tried, didn't. I fell asleep, didn't like it. Captain America 1 used to not like it, but I love Captain America 1.
Yeah,
I don't.
the
I'm not
ending-
the biggest fan of 2. You know the
I
one.
like 2 a lot. I like the ending of 1 is crazy. I was
Yeah,
rewatching
yeah.
like just how it like looks compared to like Marvel movies now. It's like whoa, it looks amazing. I don't know. The best feeling
Marvel
though,
fell off.
Marvel fell off. It has a chance to come back. We're DC here now.
I saw there was a funny. Oh, I wish I had my phone. I can't. But it's
Wait, was it the? I saw an Ant-Man meme. Is that the Ant-Man meme you're talking about?
It's a screenshot, and it's like, yo, Kang Dynasty's looking crazy, and it was like a bunch of fake like leaked screenshots of Kang Dynasty, and it's like Morbius and like Wolverine and like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and Morbius is like, I got Kang. You know, and then it's like Iron Man, like, you know, like I don't know, to like Daredevil, and then Daredevil looking at like Ben Affleck Daredevil and being like, "There's 2 of me," you know, like, and it's just like
Yeah.
the dumbest fuck. It was like 8 of them, but it's like
That's-
all so funny.
That's amazing. I saw an Ant-Man meme where it was like white family tears down successful black man for Quantumania.
Oh man,
But there's nothing better than when you're like looking for that movie to watch and you just stumble upon something, you click it, and it just blows your mind.
yeah,
There's a movie called About Time, and I just recently rewatched it. And the first time I had watched it, I just like
Justin Timberlake.
no, it's like a British movie. Rachel McAdams is actually in it, which is funny because she's in a few time travel things. But it's like a dude when he turns 21 discovers that all the men in his family have the ability to time travel. And so then he starts time traveling, but it's like a rom-com, and like he sort of just uses it to fall in love. It's not a perfect movie. Margot Robbie's in it. But it was one of those movies that I just like had no expectations for, and then
That
it ended
dude's
up,
best actor this year, Bill Nighy.
yes, he is. It ended up being one of those movies that like I left it like, or like when it ended, I felt better about life. Like life seemed better, and those are the best kind of movies to me.
Yeah, I feel like I know that cover, but I've never seen this.
It's a good movie. It's a nice little rom-com. Some Britishness of it. And time travel. It does time travel pretty well, I think.
From the director of Love Actually.
Is about time. Yeah, it is. It's got to be. I think it's a Nora Ephron movie. No, it's not.
Interesting.
I'm also a sucker for British rom-coms. I think one of my favorite rom-coms of all time is Four Weddings and a Funeral.
Interesting.
That might be my pick if I win the Oscars.
What'll be my pick if I win the Oscars? Cinderella Story.
Okay. Did you just see that somewhere?
What?
You're like looking around the room. Did
I
you see
was
it?
looking around there. No, but I was just thinking about like what I wanted to watch, and there's a list over there of like movies that I pulled out, DVDs that I pulled out. But it's not in there. I don't have it. But that's what I was wanting to watch whenever I didn't have Wi-Fi. Because I watched Mean Girls, and then I was like, yeah, I want to watch a Cinderella Story now. Maybe Freaky Friday.
That's a lit one
Confessions
too.
of a Teenage Drama Queen.
Freaky Friday has an Oscar nominee. It does. Jamie Lee Curtis.
I don't fuck with Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm going to be real.
What do you mean by that?
You don't like Jamie Lee Curtis?
No.
Give me a fucking break, buddy.
No.
Why not?
Because she's
Just say it.
just weird.
Okay,
No,
I get it, I get it.
No, she had. I feel like she's done. I feel like I've heard, and I can't even think of anything off top to just like. But I feel like I've heard just like weird stories about her. But then the one thing I can think of off top, which is actually like
Activia.
not even the best like thing right now, but it's like like when the Kanye shit first started came out, like she just had like she just went on TMZ one day and just was like.
Going off on him?
Yeah, and it's like, yo, like, all right, like, I know he said, like, some hateful shit or whatever. You know, I get, like, people have, like, the right to be upset, but, like, yo,
Yeah.
like, relax. Like, you don't need to be talking about Kanye West on TMZ or whatever right now. Like, she's, like, up in a camera, like, doing a 2-minute monologue on Kanye, and it's like, yo, like,
That seems excessive.
that's what I'm saying. And I was like,
I think I just like her from her movie roles.
yeah.
That's where my love of her ends. So I get that. I didn't know about that.
I love a lot of her movies, but I don't necessarily like her for her movie roles either. But
That's fair.
Freaky
That's
Friday's
fair.
a great movie.
And Halloween. You like Halloween?
Not for her.
That's true. She's in some other things too, right? Maybe I just like her from Freaky Friday.
That's her best role.
And the Activia commercials. Activia.
That's her best role. She did good in Knives Out. I like her role, but she plays like a shitty person in Knives Out.
Which is why it works.
Actually, she plays not like the shittiest because her husband's a little shittier than her. But
Oh, that's right. That's right. She gets cheated
she gets
on.
cheated on, yeah. Sorry.
She,
All right.
She's a little bit racist, though, right?
Yeah, she is. I
Towards-
mean, they're all a little bit racist, I
Yeah.
think, but.
They are white. Oh.
What do you mean by that?
Oh.
All right.
You know
Well-
what movie I keep meaning to watch?
What?
And this isn't one for either of our picks, but if you ever watch it, it'd be fun to talk about in the pod. Smile. It's on Peacock now.
Yeah, maybe.
Not for a pick, but I might watch it just
yeah.
to.
I mean, actually, I'd probably watch it. I might watch it quicker if it is a pick, but.
That's fair. That's fair.
But no, maybe I will, cause maybe me and Peyton will watch it or some shit. I don't know if she's seen it. She's more into horror than me, so.
Yeah. It keeps getting to be about like, it'll be like a Friday or Saturday, and it'll be like my classic like midnight movie time, and I see Smile, and I quickly scroll away because I'm like, I don't want to. I don't need this. It's not Halloween right now. This doesn't feel right. I don't need to like get all
That's
weird.
what I'm saying, and that movie just feels like it tries to take like the scary shit too seriously, even though I know it's not like super scary, but like
Yeah.
it just like those ones that take themselves super seriously like are also like harder to watch, especially by yourself. Like
Yes. And when it's late,
yeah,
and it's when it's like a psychological one too.
yeah.
I don't know.
But it's not even like it's harder to watch. It's harder to like make yourself watch it.
yes. I know what
Like
you're
it's hard to
saying.
start it.
Yeah, get pumped on it.
Yeah, like it's not hard to watch. It's hard to start. It's like
Nah,
working
true.
out.
Did you ever watch the uncut version of Megan?
No, I mean I tried. I went out to Target one night literally to get it, and it wasn't there.
Oh dang.
And then I bought the Batman
Nice. Which one? No, I'm just kidding. That was a bad
The-
joke. I know. I'm sorry.
The Batman.
The Batman.
And then I went to Walmart again like a week later. It wasn't there either.
Dang.
So I haven't got it yet, and I almost rented it the other night. But now I'm a little low on money. Gotta hold off a few days.
I think it's on Peacock.
Streaming it, Megan?
Yeah, I think so. But maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea.
Might have to keep Peacock. I was about to cancel a bunch of shit this weekend.
Peacock has low-key been getting great movies.
Yeah, Peacock's.
And also, they're about to get a lot of Fox content. Like, New Girl is leaving Netflix after 10 years now.
Are they getting Arrested? They're getting Arrested
I
Development.
think they're getting Arrested Development. I think Hulu and Peacock are getting Arrested
They're taking the Netflix Arrested Development season.
I think so.
That's weird.
I mean, it is weird, but I think Fox still owns it.
I know, but it's just weird that the Netflix season's gonna be on Peacock.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, I'd almost rather it just be like, all right, let's just keep the OG 3. You know what I mean? Like the first 3.
And have the other one.
Yeah, just scrap that one.
I liked that season. I didn't hate it. But
Yeah, I didn't hate it either.
it would be just kind of funny that it's just gone. You know what I mean?
But it wouldn't not make sense. Like, it would work.
Yeah, it would work. It is just kind of funny to me that, like, Fox is the only company that didn't make a streaming service. And so now they get to be like, well, how much do you want to pay us for our content? Because
You know, it's funny. They might have, like, the best model out of everybody right now,
I
too.
think so.
Like, you know, like...
not have to make anything but just rake in the money for their other stuff.
Yeah, just keep fucking selling it.
That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all.
5-year term here, 5-year term there.
It's kind of crazy because it feels like none of them are churning out. Besides Abbott, like Abbott feels like the only good TV show from those systems right now.
From what?
From like Fox, NBC, ABC, like Abbott feels like the only good comedy. Maybe I'm missing one or two.
I think that there's other ones that may be good.
Like AP Biology, I've heard is good.
Yeah,
AP
I think there's
Bio.
other ones that may be good. I think there's other shit that, like, keeps the lights on that are, like, out of our network.
Yeah, like more sitcom-y.
Yeah.
Like old sitcom, like on a set
Yeah.
type of thing.
And I mean, I know a lot of people like Grownish and Blackish and stuff, but I'm pretty sure those are, like, really popular, even just, like, outside of, like, younger audiences.
I think they're also almost done.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, I think those kept the lights on a
for sure,
network
for sure.
like, the last, like, good, like, 7-8 years.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Dude,
to where those were, like, major shows. What else has been major on, like,
I mean, they all have their like big drama shows that do numbers for no matter what.
What
like,
was Brooklyn
Chicago
Nine-Nine
Fire.
on?
That was Fox.
that was Fox?
Yeah.
That's pretty big, right?
Yeah,
And
that was over a few years ago though.
That was over a few years ago. You know, there's a stand-up comedian I just got into that was apparently on that.
Who?
Matt Rife. Do you know him? He was a Wild 'N Out dude.
I'll have to look.
That's my new thing I'm into more now. I'm into stand-up comedy.
Oh, I kind of recognize this dude.
He's got a special called OnlyFans that's pretty hilarious.
I think he was like a villain in a few episodes.
That's funny. Yeah, I want to see his episodes.
He's in a show called Bird Patrol. That's funny. Dude, it's kind of crazy because I feel like for a while, like their biggest competition was like Netflix, HBO, Hulu, like their original content. But now I feel like everybody's kind of competing with TikTok. I know that sounds crazy, but like
I mean, because everybody wants screen time.
everyone wants screen time, and like it's the easiest
Look,
thing.
I
to-
hate TikTok, and TikTok's taking my time lately. Like,
Yeah.
whether it's TikTok or Insta Reels or
yeah,
Facebook Reels.
and I hate TikTok, but also love it because
I'm actually
it's-
never on TikTok, the app, but
It like is the only app that I can post and like get streams on my music. And like it's the only app that actually feels like I'm reaching people. But at the same time, it is ruining my attention span. Like I've actively felt myself have a worse attention span, like after using it for like the last few months.
yeah.
I've learned some stuff from it, no doubt, like photography tips and like design stuff, especially like
Yeah.
Photoshop and Premiere. But like, I have a really bad attention span now. Well, I had it before, but
You just
now
gotta
it's-
not watch it. But I get it. I have like once every like 3 weeks. I like have a night that like I stay up until at least 3 a.m.
Yeah,
watching videos. Like, and I start at like 9 or 10,
I get it. I get it.
and I lay in my bed and I try to go to bed at 9 p.m. Like, I try to go to bed early, and then I end up and it's like 2:30, and I'm like, oh my god. And
Yeah.
but it's always on like Facebook because I'm like a boomer, I guess. but Facebook Reels are what gets me, and like they know me now. And then but then they throw in some random shit that I'm like, I didn't even know I wanted to see this,
But I love it.
but like I'm here for this. Like
Yeah. And then you like fall into some drama, and like
Yeah.
you're suddenly like into some like Facebook real drama or like TikTok. And, like,
yeah,
I don't know. The one part that's crazy is sometimes I notice that I'm on Instagram or something like that, or I'm on Twitter, and I'm like, I am getting like so little enjoyment out of this. Not like little enjoyment, but like per minute, like how much dopamine recepting and like information I'm gathering that I'm retaining. Like TikTok just feeds me more stuff that I know I want, or like that it knows I want. Versus like Twitter, sometimes I'm just like reading. I'm like, that was a terrible take. Why did I just read that? You know what I mean? Like I can't
True.
unread that, and like I didn't ask.
true. No,
I
I
don't
get
know.
that. No, there is like a little bit of enjoyment of like, okay, yeah, I know I can just go here, and eventually I'm gonna get a little stand-up comedy bit, and then
Yeah.
eventually I'm gonna get a little, you know what I mean, like
Like a
someone
little,
building something that's kind of cool. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And then I'm gonna get this like,
or like when Creed I got a Creed clip, or like I get an Abbott clip, and I'm just like, yeah,
Yeah.
I love that shit. I don't know. It's addicting and it's weird, but like if I was, it's just funny to me that like somebody who like, for example, there's a content creator who like he just cooks and tells stories, and they're like funny little stories from his youth, and he's just like a 22-year-old dude just like cooking and like telling these crazy stories, and like that, he's all the production is just him with the camera just cooking, and it's like to me equally as entertaining as some of these like $1 million shows, and I'm like that has to fuck with their heads a little bit.
have you seen the chick that does OnlyPans?
I think so.
She's like, hi, welcome to my OnlyPans. Hope you're
OnlyFans.
hungry today.
Yeah, I think I have seen that.
She's like, we're making, and then she'll like yeah, she'll do healthy shit, fatty shit, whatever, like
Yeah,
all types of shit.
that's tight. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
what I-
funny. But also like, people aren't gonna like, there is like a level of like, yeah, that shit is more entertaining. But then also it's like, entertainment isn't gonna like allow a lot of these people to like actually do things in entertainment. That's the fucked up thing.
Unless they like play it right.
Yeah, they have to, you have to really earn their stripes, which makes sense. You got to really like understand other things about it besides just making like, which but also it's like they understand everything, but they don't know how to make a good video. Like, I don't know. It's just interesting. You know what I mean? While it's like it's just a big back and forth, but yeah, a lot of these people like deserve the Ashley girl on YouTube.
Deserves attention.
Yeah, like she deserves a Z-Way talk show. You know what I mean? Or like a
Yeah.
Tosh.0 type show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where,
Well, like that's how I feel about some of these like Twitch streamers too, where I'm just like, I get why people sit there and watch them versus like playing the game themselves, or like
yeah.
I don't know. I'll sit there and watch Hassan just talk about scroll the internet essentially, and it's like, I don't know, interesting enough to me that like
Yeah.
I keep coming back to it.
Yeah.
But it's got to be like, I don't know. I bet like for a long time, like Netflix or whoever was like, how do we compete with HBO? How do we compete with this? And like not even thinking, like video games even. Like
When do you think a streamer gets a when do you think a streamer goes on a streaming platform?
I don't know.
Think that's
There's,
gonna happen soon?
Valkyrie or Valkyrie is in a Mark Wahlberg movie coming
Yeah.
up. Like so, like those kind of things are starting to happen.
Don't mention him.
I know, but it's still a big moment for her. You know what I mean?
I like her shit too. I don't know why I came across this shit, but it's because of Pokemon too.
Yeah.
And seeing her play the new Pokemon game, and
Yeah, I came across her from Hassan, I think. And they're all like connected in their little ways. But it's interesting. It's crazy to see where media has gone. I mean, it's kind of funny that we're even talking about this like on a podcast, because podcasts are also another thing that, like I'm sure cuts into like Netflix or HBO.
well, and that's the thing that really cut into me because I don't watch streamers like that. I watch streaming highlights, but I don't watch streamers.
You watch podcasters.
But I fucking watch podcasters, yeah, and I don't watch them as, but I got into Joe Budden because of video, and then I went into audio, and now I mainly do podcast audio, but I get back into video for some, like, It's Always Sunny is, like, only video for me, even though it doesn't matter, but video, but then there's people like Dak Shepard, he refuses to do video.
It's interesting. He's Armchair, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I listened to a clip from the Jenna Ortega one from him.
Really good interview.
Yeah, she's smart.
Interesting. She's very interesting. 'Cause
Yeah.
she, like, doesn't watch her shit. She, like, kind of talks shit on Wednesday, which is kind of funny.
Yeah,
Like, that was
she
a
was
big
like, why
headline.
the fuck did they do the romance thing? And I
Yeah.
was thinking that too.
Yeah.
But I think it was for a certain audience.
She said she didn't watch Euphoria, which I
That's
was like, that's
funny.
kind of funny.
Yeah.
She might be White Tiger in Daredevil.
That's kind of crazy.
I think it's that like so. I think it might be maybe related to what's his name, Kingpin, somehow.
Yeah. Or Bullseye. Probably
Yeah.
Kingpin.
I don't know. I'm probably wrong about Kingpin too, but like
I have
I'm
no
just
idea.
guessing.
I don't know a lot about the Daredevil universe outside of the
But she might be in it, which I'm like that's interesting. But also they do need to stop like putting people in it. You know, like they need to chill out on introducing people for a while.
Yeah. And just like the hype of it.
Yeah.
I wish I could turn that off. I wish I could turn off this Across the Spider-Verse hype. There's like one Twitter page that keeps popping up, and every time they're like a new Spider-Man is announced or like revealed, they're like this Spider-Man's announced, and like they'll like post a bunch of pictures of it. And I'm like, I just want to see the movie. Like I
Yeah.
get like the excitement, but like now you're starting to like kill it for me. Like I feel like I'm about to have seen all of this movie.
That movie's not gonna be ruined. You know, even
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
know
yeah.
every
You're
Spider-Man
right, you're
that's in
right.
it, it's gonna be good. I don't
It's just like at this point I'm like, I just want to see
I
the
don't
movie.
see what you see about that movie, but I feel like you'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess I'm like just wait until a month before. It's been going on for like a year now. It feels like, which is
Yeah.
why I feel
Well, Spider-Man, they always go crazy.
that is true. That is true. Just like they went in the animation of the movie we watched this week, they went crazy.
That they did.
Should we rate the movie? We forgot to rate it
Yeah.
as we were at the end of the discussion. of it.
Shit. All right, back to
We're getting better.
the old structure, I guess.
Back to the old
That was
structure.
probably my bad too.
It was Kmart's fault.
Fuck Kmart. Well, actually, no, they got the PS5s on
Yeah,
lock.
they do. They said, bye, Little Caesars. Hello, PS5.
Oh yeah.
Who really came up?
So rating Fantasia. I didn't finish it.
Yeah, I didn't finish it really either. And it's also hard to rate this movie.
Yeah. But all right, let's. Do we rate it with the racism or without? Actually, I didn't even see any racism personally. I saw.
Yeah, I don't know if we got to the racist part. It might have been those mushrooms. I think you might have been right about that.
Yeah.
I
That was
don't know.
something. But that's a little subtle.
It was definitely the first time I ever clicked on content and they were like, heads up. This shit might get racist.
On Disney. Disney Plus.
Hold on, this might get a little racist. Which was a nice heads up. But also it was like I was like, what am I about to watch?
Yeah.
I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Maybe I don't know. It's hard to tell because it's like not really like a
It's not really a
structured movie,
movie.
but it's like an experience that's unique and interesting, and obviously it's really influential and important.
Yeah.
One day it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just read that book title for yourself.
What do I rate it? It's hard not to give it an 8. No, but yeah, I mean, I give it I don't know. I mean, yeah, I give it I guess I'll give it a 7 just because yeah, it is not really it's hard to consider it a movie even now. It is more, yeah, it is just more an experience than anything, and
There's no
that's what makes it cool. That's what makes it amazing. But that's also what sets it back from being something that I really want to watch. You know, a bunch.
Yeah.
Per se. I can't picture wanting to watch this a bunch, but also, yeah, it's important. And
Yeah.
it's very cool, and it would be, you know, I'm glad it exists. You know what I mean?
yeah, and it led to so many cool things. It feels like
Yeah.
it would have been a 4-part TV special,
Yeah.
in 4 sections or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know. But
I would have rather them done something like this. I love the orchestra. I love the beginning of it. But I would rather the intro been or the dude came in and introduced a character and set the story.
with Mickey.
Yeah, you know what I
There's,
mean.
an
and then
overarching
it goes through an
thing.
adventure, and Mickey goes through all these little short stories that kind of are an overarching story.
Like the Watcher in the What If series.
Kind of, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
And
then-
eventually gets pulled in.
yeah, and it breaks, and you know what I mean. All these little arcs that have one big arc at the end of it, and that would have been fucking great.
Yeah, I would have been down with that. I've been down with that. I agree. Maybe that's what 2000's like.
But 2000's also an hour shorter.
Maybe 2000 is just. I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch
2000
it.
has like celebrities introducing it too. It has like Steve Martin in it and shit, I guess.
Let's go. Cheaper by the dozen. Anyways.
But yeah, good pod.
Good pod. Follow us at stevienl.com.
What do you mean by that?
Give me a fucking break, buddy.
MovieClub.com.
There we go. Not
stevienl.com.
no, not even MovieClub.com.
I had to do it for the one time though, you know.
Yeah.
Throw you off, catch you off guard, keep you on your toes,
Yeah.
keep you young, you know.
All right, Stevie.
All right, Corey. Thanks everyone for listening, tuning in. Follow us on MovieClub.com.
Yep. Everybody have a good one.
Goodbye.
Hope you like our new set. This is where we're gonna be from now on.
For the rest of forever,
Yeah.
all eternity. We're not leaving this couch.
And we are so close to episode 100. Guess who I heard from?
Mike Wazowski.
Fonz.
Sorry.
Mike Wazowski.
Let's go.
But yeah, I heard from Fonz. And we didn't talk about Movie Club yet, but we were just talking about other shit. But I think that means that he might pop on for 100.
Let's go. I thought that was going to be the claps.
But yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're getting close. It's going to be a fun episode. We gotta get that prepped.
We got to get that planned.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
It's going to be a party on the pod. In the pod. Audioly.
Pod party.
Pod party that happens over the airwaves.
I'm out of here.
Peace.
What do you mean by that?
Give me a fucking break, buddy.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
When I hit this button, did you know I hit the...
I saw that, and
Okay.
then it took me about 5 seconds to realize that it was the gunshot.
Yeah, I thought I... Okay.
I was like, wait, which